Okay, there's so much to unpack here. I- can you explain? Is it typical or normal for? I understand that the law, the feds, police, they are now watching closely the social feed of many of these hip hop artists. I get it, but is it normal practice to get a helicopter and cops on the ground for someone who may or may not have a gun on their person? I mean, Boosie could have just as easily been like, I had anything in my back pocket, or even to the case of Ja Morant. You know, he was like, that gun was really a lighter.
Right.
Boosie could have been like, I had a lighter that, was made to look like a gun. But I mean, it sounds like a whole hell of a lot to get ground troops and helicopters out there for something that you saw on Instagram. And it's not even like he held it to somebody's head. Nobody was in danger. It was just in his waistband.
Yeah, you're 100% right. The allocation of resources just to arrest Boosie was, I mean, it was tremendous. They really wanted him. Now, we need to be honest and recognize that Boosie has a long history with law enforcement, right? He's been in and out of jail. He served prison time. He beat a murder charge back in the day. So Boosie is well known to the legal system. And when you combine that with his fame, with his money, with his recognition, it's a big prize to be able to take him down if an officer can say, I was the one that contributed to the arrest of this man, to the incarceration of this man. It's sad because, everybody loves Boosie. Everybody recognizes the talent that he has. And everybody wishes the best for him. No one really wants him to be going through these things. And so for the police officers to target him like they did when there are so many other things that are going on, it doesn't make a ton of sense, not from a judicial sense in the terms of how court resources are used, how law enforcement resources are used. It really does seem like they targeted this man. And, that's not the type of system that we want. Now, if he's violating the law, we need to say that, no one is above the law and everybody needs to follow the rules. But it absolutely does seem like they really went over and above to really target him and to arrest him. And with the state dropping the charge and then the feds picking it up, it's a serious case, especially when you consider his criminal history. So, hopefully he gets out of it scot-free, but it's going to be tough when you go up against the feds. It's interesting. I saw a video of him, I think on Vlad, where he was talking about his son, and his son had gotten arrested and it was calling Boosie to get him out. And it was, over the weekend. And
you know how I'm thinking, and it's South by Southwest. You know how many people in jail?
Yeah. It might take a while. Yeah.
I'm like, this South by Southwest weekend, so I got him out.
Obviously Boosie loves his son, wants the best for his son. And he said that he cussed him out, right, for getting locked up, and which is what you would want, I guess, any father to do, to try to instill some discipline. And at the same time, you turn around and, now he himself is locked up. So you really don't know what it is. We see a lot of this in our community in terms of generational curses, fathers going to prison, uncles going to prison, then the sons and the brothers go to jail, they follow them. And you hope that there's a way to break that. But, when you have people in this type of environment, it's very difficult. It's not like Boosie was arrested for murder or for aggravated assault. He was arrested for having a gun on his person. Now, he wasn't supposed to have it as a convicted felon, but there was no evidence that he was pointing it at somebody, that he was waving it around, that he was using it in any type of way that could have endangered anybody. And when you are living the type of lifestyle that Boosie's always lived, you do need protection. And so it's one of these things where, you know, he could say, of course, this isn't a legal defense, but just morally, you know, with the money that I have, with the recognition that I have, with the history that I have, I need to have a way to protect myself. It's not like I can just run around in these streets unarmed when everybody has a gun. You see the things that happen to Nipsey. You see the things that happen to XXXTentacion. You see all of the violence. And so if you don't have a gun, I mean, you are absolutely a victim, an awaiting victim, just waiting for something bad to happen to you. So he's kind of stuck because he's not allowed to have a weapon, but at the same time, because of his lifestyle, because of his history, because of his environment, you could make the argument that he absolutely needs it. But because of this need, because of this necessity, now he's looking at, you know, possibly Fed time. So, you know, it's just a tough situation all around.